If your mixes sound flat, it may be because they are lacking depth. And this sounds simple on the surface, but a lot of producers get this wrong and think it just means throwing reverb on everything. This is what I did in the beginning, and I created some really cool, epic sounding music, but it also was a big cloudy mess and didn't sound very professional at all. In order to create a professional mix, you need to have depth. That means some elements are closer and some elements sound farther away. And this contrast can make for a really interesting mix, especially if you have it changing over time, which I'll cover a little bit later in this video. There's really just 3 layers to creating depth in a mix. And so in this video, I'm going to show you what those layers are and how you can use them to make your mix feel wide, deep, and professional. So let's get right into it. So layer 1 to creating depth is volume. And this might seem obvious on the surface, right? Louder sounds will sound closer and quieter sounds will sound far away. But you want to use this dynamically, and this is how you can get more depth. If something is static and stuck in place, your brain tends to cancel it out and not really remember it. Whereas if something is changing over time, ooh, your ears will pick up on that. Your listeners' ears will pick up on that. They'll notice it. And therefore the element of depth will be highlighted. And so that's something I'm doing here in this track, where you can see we're automating the volume here. And so it starts off, this little pluck starts off quieter, and then it gets louder, and it gives the appearance of moving from the background to the foreground. And to kind of highlight that, we also have the bass and the pads like drop out for a second and have a little double hit on the snare to kind of mark something as changing. And then we have it kind of ramp up gradually here and just boost it by about 3 dB. And so we'll hear that transition now. So just like that, the ARP went from being in the background to now being in the foreground, and that creates more a sense of depth as something is actually moving from the back, coming into the front. And so whereas maybe you didn't hear it before, now you're hearing it very clearly. Now, the number one thing you can do to create depth, I'll cover in a second, and this is a real game changer. But if you want help creating professional quality mixes, then this is just one element to it. There's a complete step-by-step system that you want to follow to create pro quality mixes each and every time. And you can grab my free mixing checklist in the description below. It's inside of my producer pack, which comes with tons of samples, presets, checklists, templates, and a whole lot more to help you create professional quality music. So this is kind of my mega free bundle with all my free goodies. And so if you want to grab that for yourself, again, just grab it in the description below. All right, so the second way to create depth in your tracks is actually frequency. And so if you cut off the higher frequencies, something's going to sound farther away. Whereas if you have more of those high frequencies, it's going to sound closer. And so that's also kind of what's happening with these ARPs here that actually go up in octave. And so by going up in octave, it's moving up the frequency scale. So you're getting more of those higher frequencies. And so they stand out a lot more. Another way is like simply like with EQ or like adjusting the filter cutoff. So right, we got these pads here. So they start off quieter, the cutoff down here. All right, we can exaggerate that more, bring this, you see the cutoff moving way down. Now it sounds farther away. Now it's closer. Pretty cool. So with the rest of the track going. So it's really quiet like this, we almost don't hear it. You more so feel the pads than hear them. I want to share with you the sponsor of this video, which is Lander, and their studio plan, which gives you everything you need to write, produce, mix, master, and release your music and distribute your music completely inside of one suite. For less than 40 cents a day, you get the best music distributor on the market. It's the one I use for my own music, and you can release unlimited music to over 150 platforms. AI mastering, you also get access to over 65 plugins. A lot of these you get perpetual access to. So even if you were to cancel your subscription, first off, not only does your music stay up forever, it does not get taken down, but you also get to keep a lot of these plugins. And then if you want samples, Lander has you covered as well, as you get 1,800 samples that you can download every year, and that is probably more than you need. And there's so many more benefits to having this subscription. Again, it's super affordable, but you can save even more when you use my link. I'll have that posted in the description below, and that will give you 20% off your first year subscription to the Lander Studio plan. Right, if we wanted to make the drums sound farther away, same thing, we can just cut the high frequencies. Now they sound farther away. Same thing with the bass here. It's not getting louder. It sounds like it's getting louder, but we're just opening up the filter. We're bringing back in the high frequencies. Of course, that takes us to the third and final way to add depth, and that is indeed with like reverb or delay. So we got this vocal here, and if we turn off all the reverb and delay, it sounds like this.
Engines roar, the silence breaks, steel and fire, water shakes, echoes cry, the world decays, night can...
And if we turn them on,
engines roar, the silence breaks, steel and fire, water shakes.
Sounds a lot farther away. And the way you can do this without it overwhelming and being like too much reverb that blurs everything is, number one, to put your reverbs on buses or send effects. So that's what we're doing over here. I got this room reverb here. And so by doing this, we are just we're keeping the dry vocal 100% and we're blending in the reverb on top of it. So before, when I was first getting started, I would put all my reverbs as insert effects. And so then as you would turn up the reverb, you're kind of like turning down the dry vocal and it gets a little bit too washed out and you lose clarity. Whereas here you're keeping the vocal, the 100% dry vocal, but then you're just adding in some reverb on top of that. And so that helps for one thing. Another thing is to EQ your reverbs. So at this chroma verb here, it looks like it's already kind of turning down some of the higher frequencies up here. So that's going to push the reverb back again, like we just learned about frequency. So this will do the same thing and make the frequency sound more in the middle here. So it makes the reverb sound a little farther away. This reverb's kind of doing the same thing. So it can be kind of nice to cut out the lows to remove some of the muddiness, and the highs too, to help with the clarity, because now it's not going to be, the reverberations aren't going to be competing with the dry vocals frequencies up there where it's more, you have more clarity. So you can keep your clarity there by EQing your reverbs. And then with your delays, sidechain them so that the delay isn't overlapping and with your dry vocal. So when you want your vocal singing, you don't want there to be any delay. Then when the vocal stops, that's when the delay comes in. So you can do that. You can automate your dry wet knob here and just turn it up in the gaps there. You can automate this by sidechaining it, or you can use a plugin like the Comeback here by Baby Audio. Links to this in the description below. I really love this one because it's got this ducker knob here. So that way, when the vocal is performing, you're not getting delays, and delay kind of just comes in the gaps. So we can hear that.
Engines roar, the silence breaks, stealing fire.
Now we can exaggerate this so we can really cut everything out.
Engines roar, the silence breaks, stealing fire.
But it has a bit of a slow ramp up, so then we're not getting as much of the delay in the gap. So I'm not pull. So that's why I usually pull it back around here, maybe 40 or 50.
Engines roar, the silence breaks, stealing fire. Water shakes, echoes cry, the world decays. Night consumes the light of day.
So there's definitely some overlap still there. So we can maybe turn back the wet, or we can maybe turn up the ducker more and kind of experiment with these controls. But then we're also low cutting and high cutting frequencies here on the delay as well.
Engines roar, the silence breaks, stealing fire. Water shakes.
So that's a much cleaner now reverb and delay. So it still maintains clarity, but also gives us that depth that we're looking for. Now again, creating depth is just one part of creating a pro quality mix. So if you want a step-by-step system that you can follow for creating pro quality tracks using free or stock plugins and budget equipment, then check out my video on the screen right now where I walk through a complete step-by-step system you can follow to finally create pro music each and every time you open your DAW. So see you over there.